Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Well, Bani says, Sab mein hai jot, jot hai soe, tiste chanan, sab mein hai chanan hoy. So his light shines in everybody, right? But it's tough to understand why is that person doing that. But remember, the basic human problem is homme. This person is acting out of those 5 things that come out of homme. Homme is like the source of the Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Everything stems from I. Homme is, Han is I, Main is I, me, me. So this person doesn't care about the goodness of others, who does his bad stuff. They care about themselves. So actually they're the ultimate person suffering from homme. They're suffering from homme so much they've exploited other people. We all exploit somebody in some way or the other, but they've gone to the extreme end of that exploitation because they only care about I, me, and not about him and his light inside everybody. So the only way to get that light to shine though is Guru Sakhi Jyot Paragat Hoy. But the Guru's teachings, the light comes out. So this person is actually ignorant. This person is ignorant about who they are. Now if you kill this person by capital punishment, you haven't done any pap. Somebody's come up trying to do something wrong, like trying to rape somebody. Singh steps up, takes his head off, right? Maybe restrains him first if he can't. Yeah, the Singh or the Ko hasn't done a pap there. Papi ko marna pap mahabali hai. It's a common saying, right? The pap of killing that person, it was cancelled out by the fact that there's a puppy that you killed. See what I mean? So, but that person is now in jail, for example, and they're trapped. Like that guy that kept those women under prison, yeah, in jail in Cleveland, Ohio, right? Now he's in jail, so he can't do that anymore, right? And now at this moment, things change. You're not stopping someone from committing pap. Now it's about punishing that person or rehabilitating that person. So now you might decide this person's never going to be rehabilitated, so you keep them in jail. That's just called dealing with a problem after. Whilst it's going on, we can stop it. Once it's resolved, we have to deal with the problem. So there's no grey answer, there's no like black and white answer. But the fact is that person is actually suffering from homme. The reality is that person could change if they met Guru. If they met the light of Guru, they could change. What would you say about somebody who ate people? Hannibal the cannibal. You would say, man, that mind's messed up. But we had someone that changed as well. Koda Rakshis was gonna eat poor Mardana ji, and he changed as well. Guruji, Guru Sakhi Jyot Paragat Hoy. But the Guru's teachings, the Jyot can come out of even that person. The same as it came out of Sajan Thug. We don't hear about Sajan Bhagat, we only hear about Sajan Thug. But Sajan Bhagat became Sajan Bhagat after he was Sajan Thug, because he met Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And Guruji showed him what he is. They hung up a mirror. But when he changed, he actually changed. Theek hai na? So people are able to change. No matter where they are, they're able to change. But you can't just change them by sticking them in prison and letting them rot. It's about compassion for that person as well. They're actually ultimately diseased. They need a doctor as well. So no matter how bad somebody is, they could change. But it's about understanding that they are diseased and not about saying, tu to mada hi hai, sad ve. Yeah? But I'll give you one example of those people that Maharaj decided not to keep in prison, but really punish. There's one example in our history of people outside of war that were killed by capital punishment. Does anybody remember who they are? A group of people were killed by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the Masands. The Masands were stealing the Golak money, exploiting the Sangat. And those are the people that in peacetime Guruji ordered to be killed. All of them. They were dragged up to Anandpur Sahib and they were killed. Some were boiled they were put into a well, and hot oil was thrown upon them so that they died in there. So the worst crime is stealing from Guru and exploiting the Sangat. So let's all be very wary of that. You know? I've taken a big risk by deciding to become pracharak full time. Yeah? Because I'm taking Sangat's paise to eat. So I have to be even more careful that I'm not dossing about, because I'm actually not doing that kind of kirt kamai that I used to do before. Okay, I might have given up money to come and do prachar, but still, we have to be very careful not to use the Guru's money for something wrong. ठीक है ना? So that's what Maharaj teaches us, that the worst crime really for me is that कि Guru to chori karni.